All right, GM everyone, and GM to the recording as well. So obviously, if you are watching it here, or if you need to leave, you can watch this back later. Um, what I'm gonna talk about today is everything, right? Like market value, market overview, sorry, of everything at the moment. I mean, NFTs are really ripping. We're seeing XRP go crazy. Ordinals are up. Meme coins are kind of chilling. We're seeing base season go well. We're seeing XRP memes go well. I know there's a lot of talk about abstract in the Pudgy community as well. So lots to cover today. And I thought it's really good to do an overview. GM Sexy, GM Jeep, GM to you, UKJG, GM to you Jumps Muster as well. Pacific, welcome, welcome, welcome. Thanks for all being here, guys. But yeah, lots to cover. Obviously, we'll start sort of in a macro sense, and then we'll go more towards the other side of the market. I'm still happy holding positions. Like I know I got a few pings this morning, like Sigma, for example. It's still valid. Like we DCA'd at 60, and looks like it does want to go lower. I'll happily buy this. I mean, you could probably put it now there as your sort of overhead resistance. I'm watching for an equal low, okay, or even a higher low here. So it's all valid, even though we have lost the 618. I watch the low now, and so be it. We go lower, then we get an opportunity to accumulate down here. I mean, holders are still very much going up, I believe. Last time I looked, let's have a look. But outside that, yeah, just happily holding. It is still obviously Monday morning in Australia, so the US and UK and Europe and stuff aren't quite awake yet. And like their Monday hasn't started. So yeah, I mean the market probably is still kind of chilling after Thanksgiving. But yeah, green holders set up in Sigma. I think this is a no-brainer. Yeah, sure, it's going down, but always be aware of that. But yeah, like I'm saying, I'm just waiting for those sorts of plays. Outside that Burton stuff, I have moved stop loss to break even on those. Memes AI, we can have a look at those as well in a sec. But holding those, and even like key count on base as well. Excuse me. It's still very much at our, like, this is still very valid, okay? It's pretty much where we bought it at the moment. So, again, I'm just waiting for this wedge to play out. And you got to remember, my swing trades, when I call them, guys, they play out over days, if not weeks. So, you do have to be patient with those sorts of plays. They're very much different to the trenches where you're getting in and out of high volume plays with liquidity and being really quick with your 10x and trading trends like that. Like, massive difference there, and trust me, these strategies have worked for us in GTG for over a year, and that's why I like to continue doing it. So yeah, I'm still very much holding all of these plays at the moment with our stop losses as indicated on the Memecoin spreadsheet, all still valid at the moment. So yeah, we're still looking here, like memes AI still bounce a little bit here. I want to see it continue higher. We did hit a bit of a nice 55% move, I think it was, something like that, around 50% move, yeah, previously. And again, that was a strategy that I wanted to speak to you about. When you're trading a bigger market cap, so something here at 48 mil, obviously getting to 100 mil in this case is a lot more difficult, right? So taking some profit along the ways at Fibonacci levels is always key, okay? Always key on the swing trades. And if you compound a move, I think we got in about 43, 44. So if you compound gains after this, like if you're compounding 40% moves every time, guys, that's a really quick way to level up your portfolio in these swing trades. And then, then you have some more money to obviously reallocate to spot, and then you obviously have more liquidity to trade with after that as well in other plays. So yeah, I'll keep an eye on this. Still valid, okay, same as like Burton stuff as well. I'm still very much happy holding them. I'll pull it up really quickly and we'll have a look. Yeah, Burt at 93. I mean, yeah, so we literally hit another target overnight, guys. We literally hit another target overnight. So that, again, I would have had to take profit there. In my bots, that would have taken profit that I don't even need to look at, but that's nearly a 2x play. That's literally a 2x play, guys, on Burt. So that's what I mean. Like, it's such an easy strategy that so many people fade. And that's why I'm teaching you it too, guys, okay? And that's why we use it consistently, okay? So, yeah, no, they look really good. I think it was Rizzo was maybe the last one. Radium. Wonder why I've got two links there. This one still looks good. Yeah, it's still consolidating here. Again, cut loss. Stop loss is below here in the 786, because then, I mean 886, sorry. That's a clear change of structure, okay? Like here, we're still kind of chilling. The reason we obviously haven't seen much of a breakout because we haven't got much volume coming in. So something like this, I'm just waiting. Okay, if it hits invalidation, so be it. Okay, that's the trade. But the trade here is great risk to reward, right? So I think our entry was about this level, I'm going to say. So with a stop loss literally below that wick there, below the 886, and just a target. Look at this, okay? Even just back to the 618, guys, it's a risk to reward of 2.86, okay? So that means, right? That means that you can literally make over a 2x trade just from where we entered, okay? I'm pretty sure we entered here, but it could be slightly higher from memory. But yeah, keep an eye on this. Again, invalidation is a clear break below the 886, and but that's so be it. Like, I mean, we can maybe check holders really quickly. So if I just go to holder scan, Mog's still looking good. Just wait for it to load. There we go. Okay. Yeah, so we are seeing a bit of a sell-off in holders, and that's no surprise. Obviously, it's a newer token, so it's up on the week tremendously. But yeah, it's just chilling, guys, okay? And again, I'm still happy to hold this because the chart is still fine and still valid, okay? Now, obviously, let's move over to macro. That's pretty much our position on that sort of stuff. In terms of the macro memes, right now we're seeing sort of consolidation like this, okay? So Mog's still very much in that sort of region, and it can last till January, same as PopCat, guys. Like, if you look at a lot of these, okay, we are just kind of chilling in an important region, right? We're in a PopCat long, thanks to Sexy. We're in a Flog long, which, again, it's battling to hold that sort of this fib here. I mean, if it breaks down, so be it. I believe our stop loss is here. But if you did want to be a bit safer, you could put your stop loss there, okay, at about 325 mil for that long. Yeah, I suppose that would probably be quite, like, it's likely if we don't bounce from either this support here at the 0.5 or obviously the red line of support here, then likely it's a change of structure and does go lower. And whether it only goes to the 618 or whether it actually comes back down to the 786, so be it. Or alternatively, we bounce from here, we do something like that, okay? So that's what I'm keeping an eye on. That's why having an invalidation probably below there, about 320, 330 mil, probably not a bad play if you want to be a bit more risk off with that. Whereas me, I think I've still got a DCA all the way down here at the 618 with my stop loss there, I'm pretty sure, below that liquidity there. But that's what I'm looking at for Flog. Outside that, like a lot of these other top meme coins, like I know SPX has been chilling. Oh, it's back up. Good to see. Okay, so it's back up. Yeah, it broke out this wedge that we're looking at. Broke out over the weekend. Great to see. But again, still lower high. Still macro lower highs. But that was it. Look at this. Okay, it's a classic example of a double bottom. Okay, in a bullish wedge. So this is a bull wedge. Okay, you come up, bull wedge. Okay, it break out, bull wedge. Ideally is how you would continue a trend. But as you see, double bottom there, sort of below the 0.5 level, but still at the 0.5 level, and then a breakout there. So if you did manage to catch that trade, which we didn't, I was busy all weekend, but yeah, it was about a 50% move as well. And then Moo, we're in a Moo long. It bounced pretty much at the 786, guys, and that was a great entry, fantastic entry. What I want to see this do is continue higher, right? So we are in profit because your average would be probably lower, right? Because we had multiple entries here at the 0.618, and then we obviously entered probably at where the current price is, so you very much should still be in profit. Move your stop loss to break even on that one as well. Outside that, WIF, let's look at WIF. WIF still looks pretty good. Again, shout out to Sexy. We're in this long here. Looks very good. Like this is what I mean. Like, strength is holding shallow fibs, and we're holding massive shallow fibs here. So want to see this come high. Want to see this take out a few of these previous highs here. That would be amazing. But yeah, let's see what happens there, guys. But yeah, WIF looks good. I'm still holding spot and in that long with Sexy as of last week's live stream that we did together. Pepe looks pretty good too. Again, Pepe and WIF showing a bit more strength. Same again here. We had that. I wanted lower for Pepe. As you can see, I didn't get that blue level. That's fine. So be it. If you did manage to catch that little wick there, that was probably the ultimate buy. You'd be up nice and juicy. Probably like a good... Wait, did my mouse just die? I think my mouse just died. Oh no. It didn't even give me a warning. Okay, give me a sec. So anyways, what you're looking at is I would have liked that region to be hit, okay? But obviously we didn't get there. Do I need to put this, plug it in? Okay, let's see if that works. Okay, it works out, cool. So that would have been the level that I would have looked too long. I was ideally looking for one more retest down in that region. We didn't get it, so we'll keep an eye on what happens here. But yeah, Pepe still looks very good. And again, it's one of my strong spot plays for a long period of time. Don't fade it. Don't fade it. Outside that, should you move the stop loss to WIF? I mean, you could. Yeah, very much so. Like, it's always good strategies to do that. Always good strategies. Like, once you're in profit, definitely move your stop loss to break even. It's just particularly on leverage because you never know what can happen in the market. You never know what can happen in the market. Speaking of, let's go over to macro, okay? So I got XRP. Just to show you guys, I've seen a lot of messages this morning. Greeny, should I be buying XRP? No. No. Okay, one thing you'll learn in this group, no. Don't FOMO. We don't FOMO, guys. We trade. The opportunity was in this, okay? We literally, we went sideways for like multiple years. And then I was showing Sexy and I tweeted this out this morning, but shout out to Sexy for just reminding me how to do it. But comparison of Solana, right? If you look here, okay, we trended sideways for literally multiple years. Look at this. In May 2018, that's 6 years of sideways price action, obviously excluding this pump last cycle. So obviously, even if you consider this cycle, guys, it literally went sideways for 950 days, okay? So of course, the breakout's going to be massive, okay? Don't fumble in here, guys. Wait for a consolidation period. If you'd like to own XRP, okay, wait for a consolidation period. Maybe we do get to that $3 bill mark-ish. Sorry, that $3 mark for XRP. That could very be much on the cards from the fib extension. Outside that, yeah, I mean, I just wanted to show you that and just to show you this. Where's the little plus button? Plus button's on here. It was here earlier when I compared it. I don't know where it's going now. Oh, it's up the top. There it is. Okay, so if we just pull up this. No, is that the right one? I mean, it's still a soul chart. Yeah, I just want to show you, right, okay? People are so silly, okay? Look at the difference here, all right? People are starting to be like, oh, Solana's rubbish. Guys, look at this, okay? This tells you everything you needed to know, okay? Solana is still up multiple X's, okay? This one says it's a bit different. The one I used earlier today said it was less than that, but Solana's up multiple X's in comparison to XRP this cycle, okay? So do not fade a simple, I don't know if I'm on log or something here. No, I'm not. Sexy might be able to help me figure this one out. But essentially what we look at, like, look at this, okay? We broke out, like, the structures on Sol are far superior, okay? We're breaking out. We've had a massive breakout. This is why ETH, there we go. Yeah, I mean, Sexy just did this as well. Here we are. I'll just put it here. Yeah, so look at this. Okay, you're still up, yeah, 3 or 4x more by holding Sol this cycle than you are in XRP. So just don't ignore the FUD on the timeline, guys, okay? Thanks for that one, Sexy. Just ignore it, okay? Because, like, honestly, until I see strength on strength, month over month, 6 months, a year on XRP, sure. Now, obviously, if you do deeper dive into what do you call it, XRP, I think it's definitely worth a hodl in your bags. I don't have exposure to it, but I very much think it is a great utility play in cryptocurrency. They have they're probably like the most renowned Web2 partnership company in the world, or blockchain in the world, right? Because it's to do with banking and onboarding and that sort of side of the market. So I'd highly recommend checking it out, guys. I do apologize. I am still sick. It's Australian like climate has just not been friendly to me since I've been home. Anyways, I just want to show you that, but let's look specifically at a few things. BTC dominance is down, guys. BTC dominance is down. Look at this. Look at this here. Okay, we are clearly breaking down. Okay, first time we've clearly broken structure in ages, like since down here. Okay, so this is bullish structure from this point on, so end of 2022. But it looks like we very much are seeing a top. And what did we speak about last week on the live stream? We spoke about how overextended we were, and this is on the 5-day chart. But if you look at here, okay, this is on the monthly, on the weekly, we were overextended for an extensive amount of time. So of course we had room to the downside, okay? And as you see, we are very much capitulating right now. I mean, don't get me wrong, on the week we could still do something like that, but I mean, if we close weekly here and go down like this, then more than likely, well, we did close this weekly here. It's this weekly that we're currently in, very important week. But yeah, very much we come back down to this middle level, okay? So that's great to see. It's great for altcoins. That's why a lot of your altcoins are outperforming right now, guys. And still, a really good comparison is to convert or compare, right, your top plays, so your top altcoins against their BTC pair. So for example, Solana here, consolidating. Likely if BTC dominance continues down, then Solana will break out higher here and probably retest all-time highs of its pair. So that's what I'm looking at for that. Like ETH versus BTC as well is starting to, again, finally maybe look at some potential bounces here. And what did we speak about as well last week, guys? We spoke about here when it was way down the bottom. And as I said, this was the first time that we have revisited this level in literally 5 years. So of course a bounce is to be expected there. And what we are seeing is a nice bounce here. What I want to see is actually a shift in structure. So What I mean by that is a clear sort of break up. Retest this as previous support, okay, rather than resistance, and then break up. Now, what you would also like to see there is then higher lows, because we are still, in theory, very much in lower lows, okay? So lower lows, lower lows, lower lows, and we are still very much lower highs, lower highs, lower highs. So I'm looking for, okay, a move back above sort of that first region there, about the 0.041. That's the level that I become very, very bullish on this. And just a reminder, guys, we caught this move. We shifted all of our, or not all, we shifted a big bag of Solana and Bitcoin, BTC into Ethereum a couple weeks ago because we saw this starting to come. So that's been a great trade. And I mean, look at this, guys. This is clear as well. We're overextended. This is why I sold a lot of my Solana, well, not a lot, but a decent bag of Solana into ETH. And I've been trading on ETH. And my Pudgy trade's up over 2x in USD already, guys, in 3 weeks as well. Yeah, Sexy shared it last week, Pacifica. Sexy, can you share your, I mean, this is mine, but Sexy shared his. I can share this. I just gotta remember how to do it. Let me have a look. It is here somewhere. Maybe it's in open list. There we go. Okay, there we go. Yeah, there you go. So pretty much, guys, this is what I'm looking at, right? Like we took profits on, well, not profits, right? We rotated a lot of our Solana and Bitcoin, right? Because ETH was starting to play catch up. And if you look, and I showed you this all last week, okay? Bitcoin had this massive macro bull flag, has broken up, is now in this new range, okay? Very overextended. This is on the weekly. Solana, same thing, okay? We had this macro bull flag wedge or area, and where are we? We're well above it now. Now look where Ethereum is, okay? Ethereum is only just breaking out of this, okay? Now, even though Ethereum on the weekly is very much starting to be overextended, you still have a lot of pivot room, okay? 2.6K there. If we go down to the daily, we're quite overextended. We maybe cool down a little bit, but what we're looking at, right, is a macro trend, okay? And sometimes these oscillators are only good indicators of what is to come, okay? But at the end of the day, you want to look at price. So for me, okay, I gig along ETH if we do something like that. If in worst case scenario, we come back down, or alternatively, we continue up. And I mean, we are in an ETH long already. Again, I think Sexy and I did share both of it. Maybe, I don't know, maybe Sexy did. And maybe Aussie did, I'm not sure. But what we are in an ETH long, and I very much am, and yeah, did I call it? I couldn't remember. Yeah, so I'm in an ETH long. And again, it could get stopped out. I think I do have it at break even, because if we look at the lower time frames, we caught this retest here, okay? On the lower time frames, that's why I took the retest as well. We caught that long. But I mean, on the daily, we could come back down, say we cool off for a little bit longer, guys, then we could come back down, retest this level, okay, and off we go to the races. So yeah, Pacific is in there. A lot of people are in that too. But this is playing catch up, and I tweeted this out as well this morning. About 5.3 is very much a target, okay? The extension, so top to low. Extension is 5.35. So yeah, and still have your DCAs open. So you could literally have your DCA open down to probably this week even here, okay, at about, what's that, 3.4K, and that's still a very valid structure here. In worst case scenario, it comes down, retests is that 618 as well below the breakout range. But yeah, that looks really good. I'm happy to hold this. I think this is a great play. Very happy we swapped spot for this a couple weeks ago. Very happy I bought a Pudgy as well, guys. I'm up over 2x on that as well, and that's a lot of money. I did say when I called it as well, and I think a few people jumped in, which is great. But I did say, like, my Pudgy trade could be the biggest trade of this cycle. So I got in at 40K Australian. It's already at 85K this morning. I checked just before. So I very much think, at least, like, people calling Pudgies go 250 US. So, I mean, they could, like, in theory, what's that? 1.5 times that is, like, yeah, 375,000 for that. Yeah, I moved my stop loss to break even on ETH. Yeah, Govs, I did. Just because over the weekend, I was away from the charts. I wasn't actively looking. I was with my mates. And that's just good practice when you're not looking at the charts. Now that I'm back at the charts, I got pings on my phone. For notifications, you could probably put it back to where the stop loss was and take this macro swing trade on low leverage. And as Pacifica just said, just have it down below. And have it down below your stop loss where it actively was, and then your entries down there is still very much valid. So BTC is kind of cooling off a bit. We're in this range, okay. Let me just close this a little bit, make it a bit easier for you guys. We're in this range, okay. We broke out, we caught that long over the weekend, okay. I think I did take profits. I'm not 100% sure. It might be actually still open. But what we're looking at is this new range, guys. Okay, yeah. So DCA is 3.5 and 3.45. Let's pull that up. So 3.5 is like here, about there. Sorry, about there. Yep. So literally retest, and then 3.450 is about there. Yeah, the wick here of liquidity. Yeah. So that very valid still for ETH. Very valid. BTC, we're in this range. I might need to draw it out a little bit longer because it looks like we'll spend some time here. Now, obviously with dominance coming down, that doesn't necessarily mean that BTC can't also pump. It just means that altcoins are very much going to steal the liquidity and pump faster, right? And pump harder. So do keep an eye on alts. I know I specified a few last week to keep an eye on. Your AI sort of stuff is looking good, like Nia, Fetch, Render as well. We've owned a lot of Render for a long time, guys. But the BTC looks like we're ranging in this. Again, I might even short. If we get up there, just risk to reward is a short, okay, from the top deviation. Even if we deviate, come back down, okay, that would take out 100K. I mean, you've got liquidity there. You've got liquidity there. There's a lot of liquidity stacked up here. Now, imagine a lot of liquidity stacked up here that we would like to see trending towards. On the 4 hour, we still do have room for higher. But again, like I said, don't expect too much volatility until tomorrow. Tonight Australian time, but tomorrow for US / European / UK friends, because we are still technically in the weekend. But that's what I'm looking at, guys, for BTC in that range. Outside that, Sui, this is probably a really good chart to keep an eye on as well, okay? And I do regret I didn't time this. This is, again, because I wasn't really looking at Sui, but what this chart is showing is Sui versus Sol, okay? I might need to go the week. Yeah, okay. Let's auto it and come back here. Okay, so this is Sui versus Sol. This looks insane, okay, for higher. Momentum still very much overextended, so do keep an eye on it. But we are pretty much, it looks like it wants to continue high. I mean, we are technically, that is maybe technically a double top, but it looks like we're setting a macro high low as well. Like we went high low and now another high low. You want to see this kind of continue here. But for those of you who don't have exposure to Sui, it looks very strong against Solana. I'm sure if we look against BTC as well, it'll look very strong. So let's have a look here. Yeah, it looks very good. Very good. Like, same again, macro, high, low. Okay, we want to see it take out this high and continue in market structure. So in other words, continue making higher lows and continue making higher highs, okay? As soon as it starts to break out of this, okay, I mean, maybe we do something like that, okay, over time. As soon as it changes this structure, that's probably where I go, okay, time to maybe hodl BTC or go back to fiat, okay? But that's Sui versus BTC. You know, I need to add all these to my list as well. I need to add all the BTC pairs. I might need to do that down the bottom. Yeah, I'll sort out this list. I'll share it in the group, but I'll sort it out so it has like BTC pairs as well. And I'll run through all these because this is a macro uptake after a weekend away. Sui itself, let me find it. Looks very strong, right? The shallow pullback was eaten up. Probably not worth dabbling here in terms of spot. In terms of a long, but in terms of spot, if you think this goes much higher, which I very much probably do, again, we are very overextended, but we still have room to continue at the moment. But yes, Sui is definitely a good play moving forward. Render's also a very good play. We're in that long, guys. We nailed that long. I think it's already hit our second take profit level from memory. Okay, from memory. So yeah, we're well above the 0.5 now. So yeah, it looks like it goes higher. All right, outside that, Casper's one that we are, like, shout out to Sexy who did call it on live stream here. I'm pretty sure Aussie also called it at this week here. This looks really good. Unfortunately, I missed this. But that's just the way it is, guys. That's the way it is. I was coming back home, I think. Yeah, 28th of October, I was moving into the house, so that's probably why I missed it. But this looks really good. So keep an eye on Casper, okay? Looks really good. Jupiter, even though there's FUD, okay, as you can see, our long is still printing. We're up to the second TP for those that are still holding. Again, it looks okay. You want to see this week here on the weekly close above that region for continuing higher. Yeah, there's a bit of FUD on the timeline. The founder was racist, but at the end of the day, that doesn't really change price. But yeah, I don't know. I closed my long just because I'm not a fan of that sort of content. So at the end of the day, this is trading. I'm holding a bit in my spot bag still, but I mean, it's still a good play. I just still prefer Radium. Now, obviously, with Radium guys too, it's cooled down a bit. Okay, at the end of the day, like, you got to remember, like, it went crazy. It sort of front run all these moves, and we've been holding it for a long time. So it went up, yeah, 4x in the space of a couple months. So for me, this level still probably remains my target, the $9 region. That's probably where I say, yep, we probably face sort of the next massive resistance there. And then, I mean, I said at the start of this, like, I don't see it going to a new all-time high, but you never know. You really don't know. I mean, this does have the sentiment, has have the narrative. The tech is there, the revenue's there, that sort of stuff as well. Yeah, Cypher, he was, yeah, Mitch got banned, and he, Meow, yeah, I will never say that word, but yeah, exactly. All right, so Avax is also playing catch up. I mean, we all of us in the group, like as in Sexy, Ozzy and myself, we literally tried to catch this bottom so many times. Oh, I just went back. We literally tried to catch this bottom so many times, and unfortunately we didn't. But so be it. But I mean, like, yeah, that 23 level was massive. It was always going to be the massive area. Sure enough, we retested and off to the races, up 2x from there. You did, yeah. So Sexy longed it. Yeah, love it. I mean, yeah, so same again here. It's probably maybe worth a spot accumulation if we do sort of go sideways, okay? Same sort of thing. You want to either see price do this, okay? Or a bull flag, okay, where it kind of goes like this, okay? So something like this would be also very valid, okay, that's where you accumulate, or that's where you look for a long, all right? Whereas where you currently are, it probably continues, but if not, yeah, look, again, we're over on the weekly, we're approaching levels where we might see resistance on some of these altcoin breakouts. IMX, we're in a long as well. Looks good. We're at our second TP hit yesterday, which is great. Or last week or yesterday, yeah. So it looks really good. There to continue higher. I think that's a really good play still. Near looks really good. You know what? I might even take a long here. It's not the best risk to reward, right? 1.6, and that's targeting just the 382. But fundamentally, if you low leverage along this, it could very much do what a Radium's done or what a AVAX done as well. So essentially, yeah, I'm looking at this. I think I said this on stream last week. Give me a retest, so something like that. That's where I'd love to long, because then that way your risk is already dropped, your entry's a lot better, and look at the difference between price there, 1.67 compared to a retest at 2.6. It's literally an extra risk to reward point. So yeah, that's yeah. So Sexy says thinks BTC goes higher too. We're currently filling the CME gap. Oh, is there a CME gap for this weekend as well? I didn't even look. We'll look at that. Yeah, but so pretty much on near, guys. I mean, we could long here. We have technically broken out. We have room for higher. Very much room for higher on that on the weekly. On the daily, we're just above the pivot, but we are at extension. And look at this, okay? So this is what I mean. Like, you don't spend a lot of the time up here. Maybe in a bull market, yes. In a bull market, yes. Like, there's a decent range there. That was, yeah, February to March. We spent multiple weeks there, okay? That's what I mean. In an absolute euphoric sort of sense of market, we do spend more time up here. But usually you do see a bit of reprieve, whether that's just sideways price action or whether that's actually a pullback. Let's have a look and see if there's anything else on CCI. Yeah, we are sort of overextended. There's a bit of bearish divergence there on the daily. On the 4 hour, we are kind of nearly at the bottom as well. So, yeah, I mean, like, same as the day. Man. I'm watching Near. Okay, Near is very much on my list, guys, to get into a big giga long. I would love to long this move. I think it's a great play. AVAX, yeah, what a few people asking. AVAX versus Sol also bouncing, so keep an eye on that one. We are bearish divergence now on the daily, but on the weekly, yeah, we have multiple bullish divergences. I was waiting for this to sort of show more strength. I mean, we still have to take out that previous high there. But yeah, AVAX versus Sol looks good. Sui versus AVAX is an interesting question. That's Sui versus Sol. And then AVAX versus Sol, kind of the same again. Like, I don't know. I probably, having exposure to, I only have exposure to Sui, a little bit of AVAX, but I probably prefer Sui still. AVAX fundamentally, though, is insane. It is insane, their dev, their Web2 connections, their gaming that they have on there. ADA, I'm happy to fade it. I'm happy to fade this. Same again, okay? We're seeing quite a lot of overextended charts. A bit of a consolidation period would make sense. Let's look at that CME gap that Sex was talking about. So we have that one there. Is it when does the day close? There. So we have one as well there. Okay. Is this one you talk about, Sexy? Yeah, lower time frame. Yeah, I know. I always swing trade on such high time frames. All right, there's one here. Okay, so that's 81, 77. No, that's the one that I'm looking at. Okay, let's have a look. All right. Okay, so we have a couple of gaps. We got a gap here. Got a gap here. We haven't revisited. That could be a very fair shout there. 96.7 to 96.4. Outside that, tiny one there. Outside that, the macro one's way down here. Yeah, 98.4, even lower. Okay. Yeah. 98.4. Yeah. So yeah, I think I lean towards consolidation, but we'll see. Like I've got this chart here, right? Is that the one I was using? No, it must be this one. Yeah, like we are consolidating now in this range. Okay, that's our new range for BTC. Yeah. Yeah, in the upper range of being, yeah, I agree. So that's what I mean. Like, yeah, there are a few gaps here that we could very much target. Okay, so this one, the one that we're currently at, but if not, what did you say? 98.4, yeah. I mean, this has to be revisited, in my opinion, in the future, whether we don't. Like I told you guys last week on stream, I think is this the index? Yeah, it is. Here we go. I want to show you this, okay? Might need to go the week. Traditionally, guys, we never revisit the all-time high in a bull market. So the previous all-time high. So if we go back and have a look, okay, in history, we never revisited this all-time high. As soon as we broke it, we never came back. Last cycle, we broke out. Okay, we didn't revisit it in the bull market. We revisited it in the bear market. So in theory, okay, we probably never come back down and retest this until the middle of the bear market, in worst case scenario. So, BTC in this below 75K probably doesn't happen until the bear market. And even then, I don't know if BTC ever gets that low again. I don't know. You just wait and see. Yeah, so Pacifica asked, explain the concept of CME. So CME is essentially, okay, I'll pull up Sexy's chart too. So CME is just, it only trades during the week. So over the weekend, if spot price action on chain moves up or moves down, then it creates a gap in price over the weekend, and then as price reopens on CME, okay, then it could have a gap. Okay, so if we look here, there's a gap because price ended on Friday here at 77K, and then on Monday it opened here at 80K, so it creates a gap in CME price action. Okay, let me just pull up Sexy's chart just to compare. Yeah, so there's this gap here. We got this third wave that you're talking about. Yeah, so are you going to short this? Or are you expecting a bounce here towards that high? Sexy, what are you doing with that? Let's go back to the 4 hour. Even the 1 hour. I think that's what yours is looking at. What are you on? You're on the 15? You're on the 15 CME. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, you could probably, let's tighten that up a little bit. Like, I mean, ignore that deviation down there, which you've got it from that point. Yeah, okay, so you're looking at that. Let's make it white. Okay, so that's what you're looking at, yeah. So what's your preference? It doesn't it doesn't need to fill the gap. No, it doesn't need to fill the gap. It's just gaps they kind of work like magnets in a way, but more often than not, it does fill the gaps. But no, there's gaps literally, Cypher. There's a gap at 10K or 9K as well that will never get filled. So, but just the majority of the time, it does get filled. All right. No short yet from Sex. Yeah, okay. Keep an eye. Yeah, okay. Yeah. All right, easy. Need to break down first. 98.4 is where I'm watching important level. Okay. All right. So rejection from 98.4. So where are we? That's way up here. Oh, so, okay. I see. Oh, that's on CME. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, okay. I see. Yeah. I got you. Yeah. No, I did hit 100K on CME, which not many people spoke about. Didn't speak about. Look at that wick. That's $103,000, guys. Yeah, interesting. And that's what I mean. It is priced slightly different. Okay, Watchdog. Hey, Greeny, from TA perspective on the daily, where do you think ARC block ABT will go? I'm obviously very biased as going to 10 cents. Never heard of it. Let me have a look. ABT. Let's have a look. I'm on the 15-minute. Let's zoom out. Always like to prefer macro. Same sort of thing, okay? A lot of these altcoins, right, are breaking out of a long sort of trend, right, where they have been like this, okay? So a lot of alts are breaking out like this. It looks like it's continuing higher. It looks like we're overextended, maybe 1.97 pivot. So maybe in the next day or two, expect a bit of reprieve, whether that's sideways or whether that is a retest back down below. Sexy's in a long. Solana, okay. Let me have a look. What's current price at? I need to open Blowfin. Why am I not logged in? Really? Is it really logged me out over weekend? Okay, guys, sorry. I'm just going to have to log in. Oh, I got to do all this stuff. All right, let's log in and let's have a look at this long. Yeah, I like that. Okay. Takes me, I use my pass key, so I gotta bloody use my whole phone and everything. Okay. All right, so let's have a look. Sol. So what'd you say stop loss is? Targeting 243, scalp. Yeah, I like scalps. Tight lower, 233. Okay, cool. And we're at 236. Alrighties, yep, I'll take it. I will take it. Do you want to ping people sexy too, maybe? Okay, let me just allocate that. Why, there it is. TP is 243, I think you said. 243.5. And 233. Yeah, cool. I like it. All right, I'm in. Little scalp. A little scalp. Yeah. A few people asked about Max AI as well. I'll touch on that now. Yeah, so no, to answer your question, Watchdog probably continues higher after this breakout. You want to see a macro breakout like this and hold this breakout. So that's what I'd say. Yeah, Mac and I, we're working out a partnership deal for GTG. Essentially, yeah, I'm waiting for him to set it up officially so that we can have a Greeny affiliate. So it works out for both of us at the end of the day, because he is, I'm happy to support him. Great guy, great tech, love it. But yeah, leveraging my community, I want to make sure that it's fair to everyone involved. So that's it. Okay, so yeah, Solana short was stopped at break even. Okay, now outside that, guys, I mean that's pretty much macro covered. We could have a look at some of these other memes. Like Doge is kind of chilling out now. What is this? That's kind of epic. Does it do it every time? No, it's just, why did it do it once? That's kind of weird. Pepe looks good for higher. We looked at that earlier. We looked at near. We looked at that. Doge looks like pretty good for higher. I mean, it's breaking out from that, really, isn't it? So keep an eye on that. Rating we spoke about. Cast we spoke about. Render we didn't speak about, but we're in that long. That looks really good. Jitto also same again. Okay, look at this long. We nailed that long on Jitto, guys. Absolutely nailed it. We hit our third TP already. So if you're still in that Jitto long, GGs. XRP we spoke about. Binance we haven't spoken about. Same sort of thing. Okay, this would probably more than likely just rally randomly, right? Very much random, but like keep an eye on this. Okay, keep an eye on this. That's a very long consolidation. Probably from March. 270 days. Yeah, so yeah, literally from March. So let's just look at its overhanging. Okay, so we are actually retesting kind of all-time highs. Okay, that changes my opinion a little bit. Okay, this could be a nice trade soon, potentially. Could be a nice trade. We are still overextended on the weekly. What about the daily? Daily says room, 4 hours down the bottom. Okay. Yeah, I'll keep an eye on this one. BNB could be a good trade soon. Could be a good trade. I wouldn't buy a spot. I'd much rather just leverage trade. ADA we looked at, not touching. Same as TRX, not touching. Shiba, yeah, god damn. I wanted to long that. God damn, I was obviously busy over the weekend. We literally did this last week. I should have taken the trade. Oh well, it is what it is. Shiba looks good. Shiba looks good for high. Probably plays catch up a little bit as well. Classic. This is what you want to see in a bear market, right? Like this is strength, okay, where something clearly finds a bottom, okay, and then starts it, consolidates, bang, we're off to the races again, second move, like what we're seeing right now. So yeah, this looks pretty good. I mean, obviously the first breakout is where you would have liked to get in there, but I mean, it just broke above this level that we were looking at last week as well. Looks like it's continuing higher, but oh well, we missed that trade. We move on, find the next opportunity. Link, same again, very good macro potential breakout here as well. I'm sure, yeah, see a lot of these altcoins are starting to reach levels of at least They can go a little bit higher, right? But then we likely see a bit of consolidation or sideways price action once they do break out. So no, a lot of charts will look like this, guys, okay? A lot of these look like this, okay? So Pith's probably another good one. I think that's down here on my list. There it is. Same again, you got this macro bottom, double bottom that's kind of maybe going to play out as well. So keep an eye on it. I know Sexy's probably holding this one in his spot bags, and he's been talking about this for a long time. But I mean, that looks pretty good as well. Poorly drawn, but there we go. Even though we get this deviation, like this looks very good. Even like potential head and shoulders if you get a little bull flag there. So keep an eye on Pith. Pith looks good for higher in spot. USD dominance. Now I don't have USD dominance. I need to add that as well. So there's USD dollar. So it's also attempting to go higher. So it's interesting. Maybe that's why we're also kind of chilling a bit. But let's look at USD dominance. Oh, it was at the top there. Yeah. Okay. Let's add that to the list and let's put that one right at the top. Right at the top. You get up there. There we go. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So pretty much I have it outlined here. I haven't literally looked at this chart in yonks. So when this goes down, BTC pumps. Okay, so the dominance is going down even though price is going up. Yes, this is why crypto is very good to be in right now, guys. I mean, we had a rejection as well. Yeah, nice chart, Sexy, nice chart. Yeah, we broke up. Okay, wanted to see consolidate, broke down. Okay, retest the breakout here. That's now resistance, and that is bearish. Off to the races down there, guys. Looks good, looks good. Momentum. Yeah, we are very overextended on the weekly. Very overextended. Monthly as well, it's got momentum. Daily also. Yeah, this could turn around soon. But it does look... That's good for crypto. Good for crypto. I mean, we are coming into a level there. Big level. Sort of big level there. Not a bad little area. Yeah, big level. Yeah, so keep an eye on that. That could bounce, which means that we might cool down. Which, I mean, that like if we do something like this, right? And then this is where we see that consolidation of alts. But in saying that, full on alt season, you got to ignore some indicators and stuff at times too. Like the world just goes crazy. The world goes crazy. All right. Cypher CZs. Yeah, I mean, BNB does kind of look not bad. I can look at WorldCoin. I don't know. Everyone always says like all these other options. I just think having conviction in a less plays in spot is just the best way to make money. And then be big trades like we did a couple of weeks ago, where we converted some BTC and Solana into ETH. That's a great play, right? Whereas like a year ago when we all converted ETH into Solana, again, a massive trade that played out, and that's how I'd normally trade it. We'll look at USDT. Same again. This looks very similar to that. What chart did we just look before? Very similar chart to. There's another one here that looked very similar to this. Can't remember what it was. Pith? Yeah, very similar chart to Pith. WorldCoin, actually. Let's bring it back up. Okay, I'll add it to the list. I mean, same again, right? Same again. A lot of these alts are doing this. They've broken out of a bear structure, okay? They've already kind of broken out of this. They're continuing higher. Again, very similar. This one has room for higher. Over the coming weeks, but then yeah, it's too far gone for me. I don't want to trade this. I like we were looking at near. If it's still close to this breakout like this, okay, that's where I still am a bit more okay. Risk is still in my favor here, so you could potentially look at it as well. Okay, 100 days of UT. Yeah, so exactly. Yeah, no, big level for USD dominance, which is. It's important to consider that for crypto as well as a whole. Yeah, Pith is looking good on lower time frames as well. I mean, I'm always favoring the Mac, but yeah, we've got a beautiful rounding bottom there. Whether we get a cup and handle there or not, or we just go straight through, that's probably the retest there. The retest is where I'd love to buy a long as well. But yeah, Pith looks good. Solana narrative looks very good as well. Fetch as well. Sexy's in that long. Looks good for higher here. Same again, okay? Like I said, a lot of these alts are doing this, okay? Like, I mean, you could probably even put it there. A lot of these alts are doing this, right? Where you're kind of breaking out here at the moment. So, yeah, very interesting there. TR, Celestia, we're in that long as well. Broke out. Looks like we're continuing high, which is great. Render, we looked at before. I think we looked at all these. Phantom's one that Easy talks about. I don't know. I don't know. I think there's better plays. Like, I'd much rather own Sui than Phantom, in my opinion. I'd probably rather own AVAX than Phantom as well. Aptos, another one that's been spoken about, has this potential room for upside to get to its massive macro double bottom. So still has room for 40%. Before then, maybe we do see this macro double bottom. Yeah, is it? FTM rebound and Ansem shilling it. I hate that shit, man. I hate that shit. It's just so inorganic. It's literally so inorganic. Anyways. Doge to $1. Yes. Very much so. Very much so. Oh, this doesn't have, this is on Blowfin. Okay, just a sec. Okay. Yeah, Doge to $1. Yeah, this is a massive level. This is, I mean, I need to probably have this chart instead, actually. Oh, what the hell? I didn't even know you could look at all this stuff down below. It's return. Wow, this is sick. Comparison over the years of Doge in 23, 24, 20. Wow, that's sick. I didn't even know you could do that down bottom right. Unless that's a premium thing. Look at these things I'm starting to know now that I bloody pay for premium. Okay. Macro level here. Liquidity looks like we're pushing past it. Look where we hit the 618, okay, of the extension. So that's just straight there. I mean, target for me still probably, yeah, $1 very much makes sense. It does make sense, right? That's the fib 1.41, the 1.618 is at 1.16, yeah. But again, I'm not buying here. Like Aussie and I spoke about this at lengths for ages in this region. We should have just taken a low level long and we would have been absolutely printing. But hey, again, you learn from your mistakes and you learn to trust the T8. That's why we use charts, guys, because it actually shows you. Okay, BitTown is one that we haven't looked at. Tau AI model as well, kind of like obviously it's a newer play. But again, it's kind of like consolidating in this sort of range here as well. Probably nothing I'm seeing there that I want to look at. LTC obviously had a massive breakout. Probably, again, nothing that I'm really interested in getting into at this stage. Dot, same again. Just, again, this is last cycle's narrative plays just sort of coming to fruition now, chasing the market, like chasing Solana and stuff. So for me, not really interested in any of those at this point in time. All right. Now, I wanted to talk about NFTs, okay, as well, because we're starting to see. Why did I get out of all my tabs? Oh no, I didn't. They're on another tab. Okay, let's move that up. They are on another tab. Okay, let's go back. Okay, let's pull that up. Let's look at Sol. We're in that long. Let's go there in 15 minutes and put this on. Okay, we'll keep an eye on that long. Okay, we hit it. All right, we're in that long. All right. So I want to talk about this. Right, we're seeing a massive shift. Okay, and this is you want to front run trends. That's what I've been good at. That's what the group has been really good at for such a long time. I can look at Zeus as well in a sexy. But what you want to be doing is, oh, this is on, I'm an idiot. This is already on TradingView. Okay. Zeus looks great. I mean, you've been holding this for a long time. Again, yeah, I'm not touching it here, but like the breakout was already happened down there. Yeah, kind of like down there, right? But that looks good. I mean, there's a little mini breakout there as well. You could probably say as well. Okay, like that. So that's, yeah, that looks great for your spot backs. Yeah, great play. Same as, do you still own Cetus then? Put the perpetuals. Because this looks insane. Yeah, still own. Yeah, my top low cap right now is Zeus. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, Cetus looks great. Cetus is essentially what Radium is to Solana, but Cetus is on Sui. Yeah, they look great. I mean, I didn't even look at total. Really quickly, guys, let's look at total. Total looks great. We're in price discovery right now, I believe. Yeah, price discovery, so this very much goes higher. 4.4 is my next target for total. And really quickly, let's look at total 3. Total 3, also, this is why altcoins are doing so well, guys. Mate, that's tweet worthy, that is. That's a beautiful chart. Okay. But that looks really good. Okay. Pull up that tweet. But no, let's go back. Okay. A couple of things. Oh my God, my ladies are up. Doodle's up to 3 ETH. Now, when you get a full-on blown market move like this is what I mean. Like people like Greeny, are you going to see an ETH NFT market again? Maybe. Okay. I'm starting to change my view a little bit now. What you want to see is consistency with volume and consistency with price go up. Okay. Now, if you own any ape collection, I would very much look to take profits. or at least take some off the table. Aussie was screaming that yesterday. I said, mate, take some off the tables. This pump seems inorganic. Likely it's been shielded inside the ecosystem that something's happening. But outside that, like Pudgy still remain my chief play, guys, by far. Okay, so sorry, I was pulling up this long that we're in again. Okay, there we go. Okay, so yeah, Pudgy still remain it based on abstract is going to be huge. It's a massive L2, okay, with huge, like Luca has connections in the space. So I think abstract's going to be massive. Pudgies get exposure, little Pudgies get exposure, rods as well. Okay, Pudgy presents, they also likely get a bonus. So if you get a little Pudgy and you get a Pudgy present, okay, these rods, then likely you might get a cheeky bonus to abstract as well. That's what I've heard, okay? And I'd highly recommend those. So outside that, Doodles would be the other one I would consider if you saw a pullback. Great IP play, but they did come out recently, partnered with McDonald's, but basically said to everyone that the NFTs mean nothing. So that was a bit bearish for me. But that's, I mean, at the end of the day, that's just how it is, right? That's why, again, I'd only really be focusing on the Pudgy ecosystem. I'm sure like Azuki's also playing catch up, which is fine. But at the end of the day, within that as well, they maybe have rumored that they have their own token as well. So for me, right, it looks like they're probably the best players on ETH. Pudgy's by far. Apes are always probably going to run. Azuki maybe a little bit. I would just prefer to have Pudgy exposure. Even a little Pudgy and a rod would be better exposure than Azuki in my opinion. But again, if they actually come out and say, yeah, we've got a token drop in then Azuki's are going to run. Like, you got to see that. Doodles, great to see. Great IP play. I love the art of Doodles. If you, like, some people don't, I just do. Punk's obviously going to be a top play. They're up to 160K US, I saw this morning. Punk's version 1, the fact that this is running 2 is pretty crazy. I remember seeing this as 1 ETH, and I was like, man, I probably should buy, but oh well, didn't. Outside that, we're seeing all the collections run across the board, which is great, right? Like, but I want to see this continue, okay? I want to see all of this continue, okay? That's mainly there. In terms of Solana, obviously we're seeing a bit of movement. Mad Lad's back up. Retardio's not up. This is where you start to see your SMBs, your Clanos, your Mad Lads in a full market. Those sort of stronger players are doing well. Same as Badogos. They're doing well, but again, Madogos have kind of really shifted their whole thing to be like, no, we just trade in the trenches all day. So I'd be very curious to see how they've been going, even though the trenches haven't been as rewarding over the past few days. Yeah, they're going to catch plays. If you spend hours in there every day, of course you're going to catch plays. Badogos not even in the top 100. Did I miss them? Wait, what? Are they? Have they lacking volume? Well, it says, oh, it's 1 there. Yeah, I mean, like, their floor's up to 2.5. Yeah. Are they not in the top? Yeah, 1 day volume, 100 sold. They should be here. Yeah, 20. There we go. Yeah. Okay. No, so they are there. Yeah, no, I think they're not a bad play. No, but not now. Not now. You don't FOMO in. Don't FOMO in. This is how so many people don't make it in crypto. They FOMO in. Then lastly, guys, obviously, ordinals. This would be my play. Puppets. Craig said they got to 0.2, I believe, which is a 2x call from him. Oh, no, that's his target. My apologies. I misread that. I misread that this morning. Yeah, this looks great. Like, he called it in this range here. He also called it back here at 0.11, I'm pretty sure as well. So, yeah, this is a great call by Craig. I definitely think that these are probably the only collection in ordinals that I would worth considering. Sure, you're going to get some meme plays that might be good. OMBs always have sick art as well, but puppets for me are the play. Puppets for me are the play on ordinals. That's about it. And you want to go in conviction, right? And conviction is Pudgies, conviction is puppets, conviction on Solana is probably Mad Lads, SMBs, maybe Clanos, but Doggos maybe. At this point in time, that's about it. But yeah, I want to talk about NFTs and just to keep an eye on it, guys, because we are seeing a lot of liquidity fly there. You want to see volume continue. If it doesn't continue, then that's where I stay less bullish moving forward. Okay, Milady's are up as well, which is great to see. Yeah, no, I'm not touching D-Gods or Utes. Speaking of Rect, you did say Rect. What's Rect coin at? I think this is a good play longer term. Massively bullish on OSF. It's at 58K, 58 mil, guys. So I think I was saying to look at it. Yeah, we are up. So that's great to see. But this is a great play in my opinion. Okay, obviously the chart's going to be less organic initially, but this looks really good for higher. Looks really good for higher. I think do not fade OSF, man. That guy is like the most genuine person in Web3, OSF by far. So I'm happy to hold my bag. I got in on the seed round, and I took my initials out, so I'm happy to hold this. But again, I would have bought, if we went a little bit lower, I was very keen to buy, but we didn't quite get there. Probably market makers stepped in and took that one. So keep an eye on that as well. Yeah, BERT looks good. I think we covered that at the start, maybe. But yeah, all the meme coin positions, happy to hold. BERT's up 2x, or it was up 2x. It hit our TP earlier today, guys. Broke out, hit that TP. Beautiful 2x move from this breakout here. I took initials out and some profits, but what we're seeing is a break below there. So just keep an eye on it, okay? Move your stop loss to break even. That way you can't lose at all, guys. Always, if you want to take full profits at these swing trades, that's fine. Like, there's always going to be trades like that throughout the market, okay? Outside that, there's probably not too much else I wanted to cover today. Unless there's any questions to end with, I might finish the recording there and go from there. But yeah, the question, did you drop your retardo bag? I know you posted we were watching the chart recently. Yeah, we got stopped out. I got stopped out break even after taking profits over 2x as well. Yeah, no, I did. I took profits. Yeah, I took profits. It came down, it retested, and it took so we did break out. Same as Sigma. Sigma falsely broke out. So it's a kind of a fake out. So I'm watching this at the moment. Watching this at the moment on Retardio. Watching it. Yeah. Can we open AI? Oh yeah, I did think about it, Cypher. Now my hesitation, Cypher, is you don't want the Discord to be too spread, okay? Like, I know that there's a lot of noise, but at the end of the day, you don't want information to get, like, we have a lot of channels already. I would rather sort of maybe remove another channel that's not as active and replace that with AI to go with the trends, right? And if we have a look, like we have a lot of plays, like trades already. Like we got futures, we got base, we got stocks, we got memes. We obviously have NFTs, runes, giveaways, airdrops too. Like I am happy to do it. I just don't want people to miss out being in the wrong. Like, it's important that information is where people spend more time, but also allows you to, get into it. But yeah, focus research channel on AI with less noise. I'll think about it. I will think about it. It's hard though, right? Because a lot of these meme coins are also, like they are meme coins, right? Like GOAT and stuff. But I mean, you could see some good plays with altcoins with AI too. That's why Near is a good play. That's why Render is a good play as well. You got obviously AI agents as well that Zenica's been doing really well with, and other people in that base channel as well. So yeah, I understand where you're coming from, but if we do this for every single trend, it's always so hard to keep up with. It's just what I've learned. But I mean, if there's enough interest, then I'm more than happy to do it. So let me know, guys. Ping me if you want it. I can set it up. Do you want it in the community alpha because it'd be less often? Do you want it there, or do you want it up in the main bit? I don't know. Let me know, guys. Let me know. Okay. I might end the recording there because there's probably not much else that we'll cover today. But I hope you guys enjoyed that. And I will definitely be doing more live streams this week as well now that I'm back home again. So thanks for watching.